We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session of Tales of Aesir into the Western Desert, or into the Western Desert. Had a really long day. Alrighty, so I am your host, Captain Calvinist. You can find me pretty much on any social media platform as Captain Calvinist. It doesn't matter which one you look on, with the exception of LinkedIn, because my LinkedIn is not under my username. That being said, we'll just go down the list with everyone else introducing themselves.
Dale Jitsu on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I run the hypest and largest New Covenant Theology page. I have a great mix of humor and what some people would call other humor. I play the role of Shijino Makami, the group's heavy.
I'm Null and Paranoid on TikTok and Twitch, and then Null Amore on YouTube. And I play Akita, the fighter, who deals the most damage.
That's objectively false, but go on.
Hello, I'm Steven the Stowell on TikTok, Lone Jedi 100 on YouTube, where I do various things such as DM my own campaign, which some people here have played in time or time. I am the one who... Nope, that was going to sound weird. I'm the one who restrains our enemies at the beginning of almost every combat.
And somehow does it successfully.
Because I am a prophet. I prophesy. I see.
What are those DC like 15? I'm curious.
Huh?
What are those correct prophecies you put out recently?
I can't hear two different people at the same time.
Isn't it a DC of 15?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's not a hard strength save to pass, and somehow everyone fails it.
Because they cower the might of the Lord.
Dale, you were going to say something too?
I was just asking how many correct prophecies we've heard recently.
Not my fault the DM hasn't been playing with that ball in his court.
God's fault. Okay, it's God's fault. All right. Sure, you're up.
I haven't given you any wrong prophecies either.
I think there might have been one.
I don't know. I think you're lying.
Anywho.
You
just kind of spoiled a bit the first part of the session. I'm just going to let you know that.
I guess me, Mr. Giggles over here, is the Black Doctor, playing the I guess I'm not necessarily a tank, but I guess I'm more of a magical bruiser, the Forge Cleric, Athanasius. You can find me on Black Doctor 21 on TikTok. You can also find me on YouTube and Patreon under the name The Black Doctor.
Alrighty, that seems to be everyone. Next week it's going to be Steven the Stowell's rotation for going to play games. So make sure you go check out his content in his channel on TikTok for that. I believe he also posts it to YouTube. If I could get a thumbs up or a thumbs down for confirmation. Thumbs up for confirmation. So he also does post his episodes on YouTube. Even the next week, I wouldn't have to do it because I have to go be out on the mountains for a couple days. And it's going to absolutely suck because it's supposed to snow and rain and hail and be nasty.
Welcome to the Himalayas.
Welcome to Vermont.
Same thing.
Cold, wet, depressing. Yeah. Okay. Now, who wants to try and get some inspiration? Dale does.
All right. Dale does. What is your question for me?
Can you recap last session through the eyes of your character?
Yes. Last session, we were traveling, I believe, northwestward across the continent, and we were waylaid by a group of cultists that suddenly just launched a barrage of fireballs at us and Most of them sadly hit a share. But we were able to push through this apparently very lethal group of attackers and come to victory. Thanks to the help of a wall of fire and some restricting vines, and then a couple people with swords.
All right. Inspiration, Dale.
Yes.
Let's you also remember who brought us there in the first place. Because I mean, we had Merlin, and you know his friend he just found in the tavern, basically off the street.
Right. I wasn't going to bring that up because that was we don't want to make him look bad at this point.
You also forgot that this series OTP got confirmed.
Yes, exactly. The ship has now been sailed.
OTP.
One true
That's what I
pairing.
said.
Wait, One Trick Pony?
One true pairing.
I mean, sure, one trick pony. Yes. I cast Entangle
No,
and then
sir.
I take 3 fireballs to the face.
Yeah, that is
I
your
wasn't
one
going to
true.
say it, but that's what I had in mind.
The glass
Oh.
cannon.
All right.
And the apparently the stranger who brought us out there basically died in the first fireball.
Master
A stranger,
Matthias,
one
the
fireball.
Half-Orc, he had a name.
I don't remember his name.
Used to have a name.
Now he doesn't have anything.
Oh, did we salvage the duckies?
No, you
Yes.
couldn't. They were all burned.
No!
Now Athanasius goes atop the tree to mourn.
His eyes turned red.
There are no trees. They're
I
rock.
will
No,
never
he's atop of the pillar, just having a small cry.
Sad Pillar Man music plays.
Okay, with that being said, I kind of need Steven here for the opening part.
I got a new dice vault, the Ducklings of Doom.
All
It
right.
holds all of my duck dice.
I will
We can stop-
mute you. If
We
you
can
don't
stop
come.
the ADD for a moment. All right, back on track. So, our scene cuts to about the middle of the night. A share. You're just kind of snoozing along, going, just sleeping your best sleep. But in your mind, something stirs, an unrest, and your eyes open, but you're not in the little flower grove that you made for yourself and for Akita. You're standing in a dungeon surrounded by fire and soot. It is dark, evil, far more than depressing. And all you get out of your mouth, all you can observe, we'll say, is the smell of soot and sulfur and iron, brimstone. It's awful. And it's shaking.
I draw Clarence.
As you go to reach for Clarence, Clarence isn't there.
Do I have any of my weapons?
No, you don't.
Do I have my stick?
No, you don't even have your staff.
No.
What you do have on you, you notice your robe is different. It is white with two. It is a white robe with 2 blue lines that come near the end that kind of end at the knees, with small ropes that come down kind of like tassels.
Okay.
And as you look around, if you want, you can roll a religion check for this.
Religion?
Religion check
Okay.
with advantage.
But to the might of the Lord.
So you would recognize them as Omicrons, which is this world's version of a Talit. And they just kind of hang there, kind of just over the edge of your legs.
I prim and proper the tassels.
As you move to touch them, it's like a jolt of electricity moves through your hand. And as that happens, you look up as you're holding your hand, and you see in front of you on the ground Athanasius face first.
I rush over to him.
As you do to shake his body, you realize he doesn't awaken. And that as you turn the body over, what you thought was the black scales of his body is actually the skeleton. As you look to your left, you see the same thing with Akita.
I rush to Akita.
What was that?
I rush to Akita.
Again, a skeleton. And as you look up, trying to figure out what's going on.
Is one thing before that. Is Akita's ring on her?
Yes.
I take it off and find a tassel and I put it around my neck.
As you do that and you look up, you see with his hands covered in blood, Shin standing over the body of Merlin.
I don't care about Merlin.
Yo!
Sacred Flame. I'm gonna Sacred Flame him.
As you try and produce the spell from your hands, I want you to try and roll to see if the
It's a dex save for him.
Okay, so Dale, using your character sheet,
Yeah, sure.
I want you to roll a dex save with advantage +5.
Oh, all right, that can be done. Let's see.
28. As you put out your hand to cast Sacred Flame,
Baku.
it only comes out in spurts.
Ooh,
So
projectile.
it's trying to ignite, but every time you shoot out the flame, it dissipates and goes around into the room and lands into the magma. Dale, without flinching, moves closer towards the center. Away.
Traitor!
He doesn't listen. As he moves to his sword at the center and grabs hold.
I don't really have anything. I don't have Thorn Whip.
You have these hands.
I have these. Do I? Oh, I do. I'm a monk. I run up and I sucker punch him in the back of the head.
Remember who you
He apparently
are.
has lack of that dog in him.
Roll to see if you hit. Roll with advantage since this is technically a sneak attack.
Sorry, gonna say since this is a dream.
No.
Can I use a dream key point?
You get advantage. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I also have advantage.
Yeah, make sure you roll. Yes, you get the key point. You get the key
Okay.
point.
I make my 2 more unarmed strikes. Ah,
Does that
I guess I
21 hit? Dale,
Pathetic. No.
this 21 is without a shield or without
None of this hits me now.
spells. Not even without the spells.
Correct.
What's your base AC?
23.
Oh, okay. So none of that hits. You try as you
I'm
beat
sorry,
onto
little
him,
one.
but it just knocks off as he pulls up the sword. And then you feel something a share. As you look down at your chest, you see the blade that that Shin had just pulled in your chest. And in your ear, you hear a whisper. Not every friend can be trusted. A share.
I take his wrist and I shove the blade all the way into me to the hilt.
Hold on. I need to try and visualize this because the blade's coming from your back out into your chest.
I thought it was from the front.
No, it's from the back.
I grab it, I half sword and pull it forward there.
Jesus. So you're just like.
That was easier than taking candy from a baby, and that's fine by
It's
me.
fine by me. Come here, you freaking baby.
And I want to turn around so he looks me in the eye as I bleed out.
As you look into Shin's eyes, what's the normal like look of Shin's eyes again?
Red.
Right.
Bloodshot red.
Normally where you would see bloodshot red eyes, you see glossed over black eyes. As if you're staring into the night sky without the moon and without the stars. Everything devoid of life.
You are not my friend. The end of the
Right.
sequence. I don't know what else there is here.
You're right. I was your friend. And with those last words, your eyes open as you feel your heart pounding like it's a rock being beat against a stone wall.
To bring Clarence to my hand.
Clarence appears in your hand. But it is strangely silent.
Look, I'm happy you're not just going right into talking, but can you at least confirm you're in there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You don't sound fine.
I was just in the same dream you were. I'm freaking out.
Where were you? You weren't in my hand, like I told you to.
I don't know. I was looking at the sky. I was like looking down.
Oh, don't you hate it when you load into the map wrong?
Talking about what?
What? I think some of your knowledge is bleeding over into my knowledge. My eyes glaze over and I go, the map is always different in night mode. What?
What?
I don't. Okay. I let go, which basically is with Clarence, where he understands. He can tell what I'm drawing on him, and he just appears in my hand, and I release him back to the sheath. Actually, since the lands we're in, it's back to being the ring,
All right.
which now looks just. I guess it did before, just exactly like my old signet ring.
Okay.
And I look at the two rings on my hand.
So as I'm assuming you're sitting up.
Yes.
As you're trying to sit up, you notice that like a hand has been wrapped around your chest, onto your arm, or onto your shoulder.
Oh.
You don't remember that from last session?
No? What?
Sure.
What?
We literally ended last session with him kissing Akita and going away, and then we stopped, and nothing happened after that.
Yeah.
Steven.
Stop looking at your fan fiction, Dennis.
Real weird, real fast.
What?
My
No,
lord,
I'm
my
noticing.
head
I know
candy.
how it ended.
I'm just gonna read
Y'all's
the Bible
y'all's
for a minute while you
tokens were
guys
just
hash this
right
out.
next to each other.
I didn't move him.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay.
I'm
He was
sorry.
saying there was
Hold on. Let
Ian
me
and
fix
Shan.
that. Is that better?
Freaking yeet! There we go.
I was thinking that too. Literally, I was like, wait, why is there a literal just hand tied to me? What?
Ooh, it's Thing.
Yes. Do do do
Doo-doo.
do. I grab
Is-
my staff and I slowly stand up.
Is Dale frozen to anybody?
Dennis looks frozen to
I look
me.
frozen?
Yeah, no, Dennis is.
Dennis?
He had to edit his fanfic.
He is going to edit his fanfic.
Oh, God.
That's a whole chapter I have to delete.
Are you
This is a
good?
kissing book, Grandpa.
I'm changing my fanfic, you Batman. I can't breathe. Oh, I needed this today.
All right. What's this?
I walk out from my little hidey place, soothing my chest where I was stabbed through in the dream.
So as you're kind of like touching it, you do notice that it is a bit sore as you're kind of like pressing your hand against it.
Oh, that reminds me. I should tick off that I have a long rest in me. Right?
Yeah, you took a long rest. Everyone here got a long rest. How
Need to put
awkward if you didn't.
My spell slots back up to full. I go and I check on the others, starting with Akita.
As you go to Akita's tent, it's around 3 a.m. So would Akita be awake? No.
Do I have the self-awareness to realize how early it is?
Roll a survival check.
Oh, grief. It's dark out. Must be the next night.
She's asleep.
No, you have no clue, dog.
Look at dog outside.
I'm just making sure people are okay at this point, so I kind of timidly draw the tent, realize she's not dead. Just leave it be.
Behold, not a skeleton.
I make it up to here to see if there's anything going on with y'all.
Okay, Dale would Shin be awake at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yo.
Would Shin
Did
be
Shay
awake?
wake up screaming?
I guess not.
No, I said I mean, not normally. No, he wakes up a little later than that. I could be awoken though if there were like a, oh my gosh, my friends are dead. What type of wake up? But
I guess as I look around and realize everyone's asleep, I'm just gonna start a fire and I'm gonna start making breakfast. I'm gonna make I'm gonna make like a not a pie, but like just macerate my good berries, so it's like that kind of filling consistency.
You're giving everybody good berry jam.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm sorry, just like the idea of that does not seem appealing.
I mean, it tastes like whatever I want, and I have it tasting like strawberries or something.
So it's like you're just making strawberry jam.
Basically.
I guess that's not that bad.
Except like it's all your nutrition for the day, which brings about concerning questions of what happens if you eat all 10 days worth rations of good berries.
You should try it. You should
It's
try that.
magic. It's
Uh,
magic. You know.
it's magic.
Roll to see if you do it, Steven. Roll to see if you do it. I dare you.
Do what?
Oh, what I put in the comments.
So you tried to pull a Luke versus Kylo. Oh. No.
That's a great idea.
No.
I think it would go super well.
Well, as you start making this, Athanasius,
Hmm?
as you're kind of resting on top of the rock after being incredibly saddened by the destruction of your rubber ducky army,
It was my ducky army too.
The pools that are around this side of rock still haven't dried yet. The pools of
you
tears.
feel a presence in front of you.
He looks up.
And as you look up, initially you see nothing, but then a haze starts to form a human body or humanoid form or human body. And it's kind of sitting in front of you. As you look down, there's a dragon chessboard. And it moves a pawn up 2 squares, then indicates your turn.
You should have told me how to do this because I don't remember how to play chess. He begins to move a few pawns up 2 squares to meet him.
It stops and looks at you. Do you trust your friends?
Athanasius looks down and then up. They brought me out when I was my lowest. Of course I do.
It moves one of its Dragon Knight pieces to challenge one of your pawns. I want you to roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Intelligence or what? No, sorry. I want you to roll either insight or... Oh, I need to see the stat.
Do you get it?
I'm having massive amounts of brain fart here.
I mean, my highest is insight, so
Your highest stat is literally insight.
yeah.
Okay,
I have like a
yeah,
7 in insight.
you're either rolling insight or investigation.
My highest stat is my HP.
Yeah, that's gonna be bloody insight.
You notice that he doesn't intend to take your pieces. That's not his intent. Instead, he's formulating something that you remember hearing about in Dragon Chess. That's called the Dragon's Wings, where both players under a non-spoken agreement form the shape of a dragon's wings that leads to the perfect stalemate of the game.
Incredible after just one move.
I'm incredibly good. And so he begins to move his knights and his pawns as the turns keep going to form the dragon's wings. Without giving the indication that he is.
Of course. As the moves keep going back, and once the wings are formed, this thing looks at you in trust. Then that happened.
He looks at me, and I
That
look at him.
He looks at me,
And I look
And I look at him.
Anyway, can you take the mask off? You're looking kind of creepy right now. Stop. Okay.
Ashir accidentally burns himself making the berry jam.
So
You are in the fire, dude.
it's going to look at you, Athanasius. Then I will trust y'all with my body.
With your body? I don't understand.
Yes. Roll investigation. I wish there was this thing called roll common sense. Or not common sense. Roll deduction.
That'd be like insight or something.
Actually,
Yeah,
that would
that's
be
still
insight.
insight.
That would be insight. So roll insight.
In older editions, that could be streetwise, maybe.
Told you it's my highest stat.
The only other person it could be talking about, because we all know Akita has her body. Her soul's still in her body.
Mm-hmm.
Shijin has whatever Shijin has going on.
Right.
And then Asher has whatever Asher has.
The prophet.
Profit. That leaves only one person in your party that this is talking about.
Freaking Merlin?
Merlin.
Oh no.
Merlin.
So what should I do with Merlin?
Keep him safe. If I'm to return back to life, I'm going to need my body. Well, I am alive. I just need my body. I think the power that was released from his soul was my prison. And I need my body back. Or would like my body back. Better than being stuck in a tree.
All right. But why should I trust you?
He looks down at the wings. You trusted me with that, didn't you?
Point taken.
That's being said. Prophecies never lie, but they never show the full truth.
Hey, can I insight? That dream I had, was that just weird, lot of emotions going on kind
No,
of dream?
you can roll insight. You go ahead and roll insight.
Was that a Mathlodorian trying to get the attention of his old prophet?
You can either roll insight or religion.
Ooh. Well, that was higher than my religion bonus. Ooh.
It's definitely not weird brain chemicals.
Is that a definitely or dev?
It is a definitely not brain chemicals.
Mm,
Defiantly, not brain chemicals even.
mm, mm, mm. Man, if only I could have thought ahead and actually had a way to neatly prepare other spells and prepared commune.
To commune with the great spirits.
Mm. Mm.
Anywho, Athanasius looks at the. You guys say he looks at the figure and says, "That might be true. What is that?" And then his mind begins to trail off towards a share.
I burned myself again.
Roll.
I'm not using you.
Hearing that coming from a share as he burns himself, you look over to see him, and when you look back, the figure, the shadow is gone, and all that's left is a little note.
I pick it up and open it. Do I read it?
As you read it, it reads, "Doth not spake of this meeting."
I'm tired of this emotional roller coaster.
As
And
you look down, you see a PS note. P.S. You've been told to shut up in King James.
Athanasius.
Shut up.
Athanasius annoyingly sets the note on fire and watches it crumbles to ash in his hands.
If you look at a chair, you'd quickly realize I didn't even start the fire. I probably failed and have just been using heat metal and running my hand through the soup to try to heat it up and get it to like do what jam is do the chemical process I want it to do.
Akita, as you wake up and kind of like crawl out the little tent you were sleeping in, the first thing you see is you see Athanasius at the top of this little like pillar of rocks, this plateau, as he sets something on fire, and it looks like a piece of paper, and he lets it go to the wind. And Shin, as you awaken and get out of your tent, you see whatever Cher's doing with this. Smells like a fruit soup.
I druid crafted a few small herbs in there. And there's a little accented the proper flavor.
I assume I see
Fruit
smoke just
salad.
billowing out of it that you wouldn't normally expect from a soup like this.
It's bubbling.
Good morning, Asher.
Guten Morgen. Freund, I verbalize a question mark. Soup.
Yes, thank you.
I wait for you to present a vessel for me to pour a little into.
No soup for you.
Let's see. I take a small. You know what? Do you just have a spoon I could use?
No.
What are you stirring with?
I show my hand that is just like almost dyed, like a dark purple, like wine stained, with
I'll
like
be all right, but thank you.
like little food guts on it, and burn marks on the fingertips.
Poor thing. You could have asked. I could have.
I will shape a small cube of it with shape water and start gnawing on it.
Ooh, that's a cool trick.
So what did you do, Del?
I froze a small cube of it and I've
He
started
made
to gnaw on it.
So it didn't become ice; it became more of a gelatin.
Yeah.
So as you bit into it, it was kind of had the consistency of Jello.
So fruit snacks.
Yeah, you basically got yourself a fruit snack.
I can dig it.
And once you're biting it, you taste, of course, like, fruits, the occasional vegetable. Then you
I'm
taste,
allergic to fruit.
Think of like a fruit salad excellently accented with some more natural herbs.
There you go.
This is vegetables?
Well, mostly it's goodberry, which is technically a fruit, technically just magic.
No, that's a good berry.
I cast fireball on
you,
his
bro.
face.
I'm resisting.
What?
He
I
cast
cast Guiding
fire.
Bolt and Magic Missile and Melts Minute Meteors.
No.
And hold
Do you
person
want to
and
turn me
spiritual
into a
weapon and
skeleton?
Web and Shadowblade on Athanasius
Good lord.
and Booming Blade.
Um,
How are you doing today, Asher? You're up earlier than normal.
yeah, I had a bad dream. You feel good, right? Like the crown situation from the other day? None of those effects are still
I feel great. Why do you ask?
insight check.
Was I sick in the dream?
Can I insight check that response?
I really do feel great. There's no shenanigans going on.
Sure. Insight check.
I know all.
I still feel great.
Okay. Okay.
Why do you ask? What was I ill in your dream?
Mentally, yeah. I saw you betray us.
Oh, what did I betray you for?
What's the name of the sword we're after?
Is it Caliburn?
Caliburn.
Caliburn, yeah.
You massacred Share. Wait, what? Wait a second. Sorry, I might be a little sleep deprived.
I massacred you?
You massacred Athanasius and Nikita down to the bone.
Oh.
You took the sword for yourself and stabbed me in the back.
No, that's bad to the bone.
Well, I don't foresee ever needing to do that, Cher. I wouldn't. Yeah, I can't see why we would all be fighting. So I don't think you have anything to worry about.
I hope not. Because I'm pretty sure Athanasius would whoop you.
I sort of put my hand on his shoulder. Don't worry, Cher. It will never come to that.
Damn. If this was an anime, that would be a foreshadow.
But I feel like this is an anime, isn't it?
Cher, I did get possessed once. That's not going to happen again, but we're all friends. And
we all get possessed at sometimes. You didn't.
But really, I mean, barring, I suppose, if Athanasius went around murdering children, we'd have to stop him. But unless something like that happened, we would never.
Even slapping them, honestly, would be a pretty bad move.
I mean, you're the one who likes to hit people, but
I mean, I'm a monk. That's how I roll.
Yes. But I guess my point is, I don't see a real life situation where that would be a worry for any of us. I mean, we all want to serve Mathlodorian. We want to bring an end to the corruption in the Holy Order. Perhaps beyond there, our goals differ, but I don't think they're diametrically opposed to where we'd ever cross blades.
As you're talking to me, I use a leaf like a salsa chip.
I sort of just like look at him taking this like dirty leaf with maggots on the bottom and using it as a salsa chip.
No, it's clean. I made them myself. It's clean. I made them myself.
You get me some corn.
Yes, weird voice. Oh, is that our what's your name?
God. God.
No.
Cher, you don't want to kill us, do you? This isn't a projection thing, is it?
I'm just over here.
Listen, I put my hand on his shoulder. Listen, Cher, I know the last battle was difficult for you, but we had your back there.
Why don't you go ask Athanasius if he wants whatever? I should come up with a good name for this. Good berry soup. Good soup. Ask him if he wants good soup.
All right, keep your.
As that conversation is coming to a close, via a shared making that request, Athanasius, you're able to climb yourself down the mountain or down the plateau, and Akita, you do the same thing, kind of going off this little stairwell that's right here.
I wanted to do something.
Oh, you did? Sorry. Go ahead and do that.
You haven't let me done anything.
Okay.
You never let me shine.
I was sorry.
When you said Akita saw Athanasius like burn the page, I was gonna do something cool, but then you just moved on.
Oh, I'm sorry. They started role playing.
Put me back up
No
there
one else was talking.
I'm gonna go get water.
What is it Akita's gonna be doing?
She tears a page out of her personal journal and like origami folds it into a crane, and then she uses thaumaturgy to light it on fire and have it like fly down into the campfire in front of the guys. So now it's an origami phoenix.
Like the legend of the phoenix.
Yeah, and then she'll go down.
All right. So as you go down, you link up with Athanasius, who describe the look on Athanasius's face. Why don't you?
Oh, makes me-
Athanasius is concerned, bewildered, slightly miffed. Yeah, that's pretty much it is. It's bewildered and slightly miffed as he begins to walk to the campfire and comes across Akita. Greetings, Akita. How was your rest?
Good. Did you see my trick?
I did. It was interesting. I liked it.
I learned how to fold origami a couple years ago.
Ah, nice. I need to learn how to do that.
I can teach you. We have to find paper that like your claws can fold, but
He begins to look at his hands.
Sort of.
I'm as a craftsman, I'm sure we'll be able to find something.
ooh, maybe I could teach you to fold cloth into origami. That'd be interesting.
I mean, I have made our saddles, so I might be pretty good with that.
Yeah.
And as we're talking, we begin to I guess we begin to walk, I guess, towards the campfire.
As I
So-
see you, I offer the two of you the bowl, the pan.
He stretches out his hand, but realizes he's not holding anything, and so Athanasius reaches into his cloak, and I don't know. Do I use the censer for this? He takes out the sticks of incense, puts them in another pocket, and then uses the censer as a small bowl.
Yo,
Hey, I wasn't gonna use it.
sacrilege much?
I wasn't going to use it anyway.
Hey, holy magic, you know.
Showbread. Yeah, I'm using the showbread excuse. Using the showbread excuse.
Aw, are you
Sure.
David and we're your mighty men?
Share, as you
Yes.
get the pen, you notice Athanasius pull out the censer for.
I,
incense.
being disenchanted with the piety of the empire, just don't care. Yeah, you said it, dog.
You see? Nature cries out in agreement. And of course, and rebelling against the Holy Order, I literally do not care.
He offers the bowl to Akita. Made it myself.
There is a bowl? I thought you were.
Pan. It's a pan. There's not much left. You can just have this.
Thank you. I was
Yeah.
gonna go hunting at some point.
Oh, perhaps I could go with you. I've never really been hunting before.
Could you
Foraging,
two not yell
yeah.
across the camp, please? Next to each other, if you'd like to talk.
Oh yeah, we should amuse ourselves. Yeah. Give me 1
It's
second.
not my fault you're far nearsighted.
No
farsighted.
wonder Ashira has nightmares about murdering each other.
And Athanasius just begins to eye them. He first begins to eye those two as they're talking, but then he goes straight to Shijin. What did you say?
Oh yeah, I had a bad.
a dream that apparently I 1v3'd you guys for some reason, and I was telling them that I would never want to do that.
Again.
What, and you won?
Again, I would never want to do that.
To be fair,
Wow, some dream.
the dream didn't actually show the battle. It kind of just set up that you were.
It was a foregone conclusion in your mind, in your subconscious.
I have infinite uses of sacred flame.
Oh, did it work well in your dream?
Do you want to see?
I'm just
Doug,
asking.
we're
Bro.
already spitting fire.
I'm
What?
just asking. In your dream, did the sacred flame work
Maybe
well?
that soup wasn't warm enough. You could just open
Did
wide.
you perform well under pressure in the dream? Even could you even imagine doing well with such an attack?
Can I
In the
resist?
idealized world, where
Can
you're
I-
gonna eat me.
DM, can I influence the magic of the good berries that the residual flavor in his mouth just sours?
Yeah.
DM, can I throw the pan of goodberry soup at his face?
This is a
I'm
role
asking
play. I don't have
questions.
anything to do with this at this
I'm
moment.
curious
You
about
do
this
what you
vision
want.
of yours. That's all.
Athanasius begins to stand up. Friends, slightly, friends. Weren't we supposed to be having an actual conversation here? Now,
It's too early for actual conversation.
You asked about his dream, and I was trying to get you more information to see, if all the yelling's getting to him or something.
Then I would like to hear it from the transmutated horse's mouth.
I'm not heard a horse.
That would make the horse the base form.
That's that's why I eat apples all the time. It was just I go and I explain in very basic detail the opening of this episode.
Right.
So basic.
Meanwhile, in our universe,
Then I awoke,
go ahead.
and then I awoke, and now I'm here, trying to serve people food.
Athanasius looks like almost looks like he's seen a ghost. And he looks down. Mathlodorian forbid that ever happened to any of us.
Amen.
I'd cast Entangle. You'd cast a sword through his neck.
I mean, that's definitely how it went when we fought each other before.
Anyways, yeah. Are we ready to break camp?
Sure, let's. Do I see Merlin anywhere?
You'll hear very light snoring coming from his tent.
Cher rolls his eyes.
I walk over, peek up in the tent. I see he's sleeping.
As I see an opening, I'm going to slowly send out my dancing lights to just go one by one into the tent, just and they go up and they start doing like a rave party of lights in there.
The rude sandstorm starts
And all
playing
you
in the
just-
background.
All you just hear is
I peek outside of the tent. Don't worry, I got this. I cast thaumaturgy.
Oh no!
Let's see. How should I put this? Come on. Load. Yeah.
I got it. I light the tent on fire.
No!
Keep that nice.
Wait. Akita lights the tent on fire.
No,
I
I
use
don't.
thaumaturgy. Merlin, get out of there, please!
I will go into the tent and awaken him.
No, I'm already
okay.
doing
Hold
it.
up.
using
I'm pretty
thaumaturgy.
sure Akita was joking.
I was
No, I'm-
joking.
I use thaumaturgy, and with the rumble of thunder, I shout, "Arise, mage!"
Don't do that.
With that, you just see because he's sleeping like he's sleeping like stomach up. So his eyes open and he just sits up at the position of attention. Just like, and it's kind of like a spring too. So he goes, boing.
Ew.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on?
Get up, we're about to leave. And then he just closes the he just closes the tent and walks away.
As the strobe lights are still dancing.
Yes.
Where does these
It's like,
come from?
I don't know the name of the song I'm thinking of. Just like those
The
very
Z
early,
song?
not Drew Sandstorm, but one of those very early 2000s movie maker videos.
You see just Merlin crawl out of the tent, just being like, "What is going on?"
Nobody's invented alarm clocks.
What's an
Not
alarm
yet.
clock?
There's a spell
I don't know. The sword tells me things.
There's a spell called alarm.
Yes, but not alarm clock.
But I don't have that.
Cast alarm on a clock.
Ah, what's a
What
clock?
are you talking about?
Shut up.
Nothing. Just get ready. We are preparing to depart.
We're inventing.
Hey, you decided to come with us on this adventure, did you not?
Fine, let me grab my books.
Didn't you guys tell me he just kind of appeared on the boat?
Yeah, he just
Well-
appeared when we wished for him.
Well, we wished for the greatest wizard of all time, and then out popped him.
Yeah. And then there was a vague hint that led to you trying to...
Well, I remember that, yes.
I remember that vaguely.
I was
I'm
the
one
only
who put the
person
blade
that
to his neck.
remembered that.
Um,
Actually,
I'm the one. I'm the one who put the blade to his neck. What you mean?
I was the only one that remembered that, actually. So
Do
That's
you,
true.
do you need help packing your things, Akita?
No, maybe? I don't know. I don't think I unpacked.
Fair.
Well, as y'all collect your things, get things nice and neat and tidy and squared away, like good little boys and girls. Y'all are ready to get set on the road. Y'all are going to be heading this direction, just so y'all know.
Can I hunt
Okay.
for stuff while we're going?
Do what?
I want to hunt for things while we go.
Yeah, roll for survival.
Okay.
I would like to help her, as I suggested we hunt together.
Okay, roll to assist.
Well, the help action, that just gives her advantage because I'm helping.
I'm helping.
Did I catch anything?
Yeah, so you're able to catch like a few small like desert animals. At some point you catch an armadillo.
No, I want to make Hassenpfeffer.
Okay.
I'm gonna act like I know what that is.
Hassenpfeffer is roasted rabbit. It's a German word. Right, a share?
Yeah, that
It's
is
German,
that's
right?
cool.
What is German? You mean high elf?
Oh, right, sorry. And I speak.
I'm sorry, I speak Klingon.
I was going to say two different languages at the same time, and I sounded that out in my head, and it didn't sound good.
Ooh.
I'll be honest, I heard it and I was like, why is she hunting for rabbit? It's the desert.
Desert
Hey,
rabbits are a thing! You
Yeah,
live
I
in
know.
Texas.
They
I
are.
know. It took me for a loop for a moment because I didn't expect it.
If I find an armadillo, I want to keep it as a pet.
Okay.
That's the most.
Well, you find an
adorable thing I've ever
armadillo and you
seen.
find a rabbit.
Okay, so one rabbit. Okay, I put the armadillo in my bag, and then I'm going to immediately roast the rabbit.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
I share be like,
Fireball!
oh, look,
I'm so hungry.
Oh no! It's Melanie. That's a shame. She was really nice.
There's Dave.
I always knew he was a bit weak.
Dave. Oh.
Hard luck, Dave. Always knew you were a bit weak. What is it with all of our D&D campaigns? We just make meme references the whole time.
I mean,
Because you're nerds.
was one of the few
Most
times we actually get
games.
together and talk for an hour.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
So we're on the road again.
No.
Anyway,
Yes, and it's becoming Shrek 1 and Shrek 2. We're on the road again.
Shrek. What are you talking about?
are we there yet?
What donkey
No.
starts singing?
No.
What donkey starts singing?
Dun,
Are
dun,
we
dun,
on the
dun.
road again?
I'm sorry. The only Shrek I know is Shrek the musical, and the song he sings is Friend's song. What's it called?
But you
Okay.
gotta have friends.
Friends?
Hold on, I'll look it up.
Oh dear. We're on the road
He's always
again.
told me life was good.
So, do we see anything?
Free.
Do we see anything significant?
It's called the
see-
Travel Song.
Well, as y'all are walking, you notice that the road kind of ends up veering into like more of a pathway as it takes you to this beautiful oasis.
And I finish off the rabbit.
Yes.
Did you offer
Can y'all
any
see,
to
by,
repair?
by the way, before y'all
Yes.
say anything, can y'all see the oasis?
Yes,
Yep.
Yes.
I offer some
Yes.
to share. Do you want a rabbit?
I've never had this before.
Just
Eat.
go ahead and put your
Foot.
characters right here.
It's very gamey.
Yeah, I didn't cook it very well, but it's cooked.
It is sufficient. I have consisted on a diet of berries and bugs before. It was very Hakuna Matata.
What does that mean?
I don't know. There was some guy's name. It sounded like a wonderful phrase.
don't
then
worry
me
about
just
it.
Me just in the back. It means no worries. Just remembering an ancient song for my people.
As we montage by a meerkat and a warthog.
I cooked them. No. Mm.
Yeah.
And I use their hide for leather.
Mhm.
That's terrible.
All right. So y'all are able to get to what seems to be these glowing leaves
No.
surrounding this oasis. Athanasius, you look around, and it's like you start hearing beat, 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 beat. Your Geiger counter's gone off. Fallout? No.
I know what a Geiger
Good boy.
counter is, but
Good boy? No. Never mind.
Okay.
It's Nightshade. Anyway,
What?
the reference doesn't make sense, Dennis. That's
it
why we're
made
confused.
sense to me.
Is there radiation here?
Your feelings for her are not real. They are real to me.
You
She's
said that you
real
would
to
stay
me.
away. I lied.
I lied, as I have from the very beginning.
Anyway, you'll pull into this oasis where the greenery around it seems to be somewhat glowing as the sun reaches its twilight phase.
I go to observe. I go to observe the leaves and the water.
I want to throw a
Right.
rock into the water.
It's like the cave.
As
my
you'll
goodness.
look into the water, you notice the water is perfect.
I want to throw a rock in the water.
As you pick up a rock and throw it, roll dexterity.
What? Huh? Okay.
Not a saving throw, just roll dexterity. Roll
Pure
a
dex.
d20 plus your dexterity mod.
Pure dex.
Mm.
It hits the water and it plunks down.
Oh, why did I make a dexterity roll for that?
See if it skips.
I wasn't trying to skip it. I was trying to disturb the water.
No, that's the thing. It was going. You know what?
It
You'll
was
figure
going
out.
to drop down anyway.
You'll figure out in a second. As it drops into the water and creates the little ripple of the waves, you start to hear music come from the water, as if it's a violin that begins to play.
Hmm.
Very strange water.
Such beautiful music.
I don't
This
like-
bioluminescence is like the cave from my vision.
No, the cave in your vision was red.
Ah.
It was.
believe No. My backstory vision.
Oh,
Where-
okay, yeah. Okay.
Although, yeah, it was not the right color, but I'm
Sorry.
saying bioluminescent like because Asher's
Okay.
probably not familiar with bioluminescence.
Okay, no, I just sorry.
Do I notice anything on the leaves?
Yes, you do. As you look at the leaves, you notice, and you feel over it, you notice that the leaves themselves seem to have musical notes on them.
He plucks one.
As you do, you notice the leaf itself seems to have 2 holes at the end of it. And when you touch it, or when you start pressing on the notes that are actually there, you notice they kind of press down a bit.
Do they make a sound?
No.
Asher is going to cautiously dip his toe into the water to see how it reacts.
So instead of everyone else hearing the music, only Asher is now hearing the sound of the violins.
I slowly walk into the water until I'm submerged.
Hey, wait, what?
What?
No! She grabs his arm and pulls him back.
I wild shape into a duck.
What?
Wait,
Stop.
I swim out into the center.
Okay,
And I drop.
well, before this act of spontaneous happen, Athanasius, I want you to roll an insight on the, or an investigation. Sorry, I want you to roll an investigation on the item.
Spite me. You.
You notice that one end of the leaf seems to look kind of like a flute, how a flute would have its end.
I blow into it.
When you blow into it and you press down on one of the notes, it plays the note that you saw on the leaf.
I take it out and then play it again.
Yes, Akita?
Can I play the leafophone?
Your volume came in quiet there.
What was that?
What is leafophone?
Can I play the leafophone? It's when you take a leaf and you press it to your lips and you can whistle with a leaf.
Yes.
All right. Does it make a whistle?
Yeah, it does. Except its whistle sounds more akin to how what's it called? A clarinet would play.
I want to eat the leaf.
It tastes like a leaf.
Okay.
So what happens to Duck?
Athanasius begins grabbing a whole bunch of these leaves and starts placing them one behind the other.
So Duck Asher swims to the center of the pond, quacks angrily, and then goes back to normal and sinks to the bottom. How deep is that?
What?
What?
Okay. I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Am I gonna have to
If you
dive in?
fail this, you are not going to be a happy camper.
I'm not trying to breathe the water. I can hold my breath.
Oh. I'm diving in after him. I'm diving
Wait, no,
in.
that's Constitution, not a Constitution save. He needs to roll his save.
Guys, let him cook.
I'm
No! You let him
Let's
cook
just
too
see what
much.
the DM has for us. I'm sure it's very reasonable.
Why is the singing water so bad?
You have AIDS now, Asher.
Do I have Revivify? Please tell me I
It's
have
filled with
Revivify.
dirty needles.
What? 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 What is that? What did you do?
Asher,
Mm-hmm.
you feel as if you're suddenly being impacted with sound from all angles. And this sound is coming at such a force and at such a frequency, it feels like it's shattering your bones, take 40 points of damage.
I'm diving in after him.
Is it to the tune of, is this more than you pocket?
I want you to roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Me?
Yes, a share.
Okay, as I'm getting the vibe check of my life.
Quite literally, he's alive.
Yeah, literally. How much health do you have?
At
Okay.
disadvantage, you
At
said?
disadvantage.
I have enough. Oh,
Hey.
clutch rolls.
As you
Thank
look down, you notice that there is there seems to be a massive chest at the center of the lake, or at the center of this oasis. Moving to Akita.
I'm
cool.
diving in after him.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Also, did you guys hear that they found Excalibur?
They found a what?
You
I
say
found-
they kill people?
They found Excalibur in a lake in Ireland.
Oh boy.
They found a sword from that time era in a lake in Ireland.
Akita, you're taking 36 damage.
Can I grab him and swim up though? I can take that
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, you
I-
can grab. So, Asher, as you kind of look down at the
Yeah.
chest, you feel an arm grab kind of like the back of your shirt and pull you out of the water and onto the shore.
Oh, my elven ears. I mean, drow ears.
Well,
Not an elf.
yeah.
What happened
I-
to you two?
I
I
throw
quickly
him
erased-
onto the shore and I just look at him and say, "Why did you do that?"
It's worked
I
out for me
quickly
before.
raced towards them to heal
Ashira, what
them.
happened?
Look.
What happened? Why did you jump into the water?
Look at these trees. What about this area said that was safe to do?
You read what you read.
Yes, I
Weird-
know,
weird
but this
things
is
happen with-
different.
How am I supposed to know? Maybe this is perfect. Maybe I look down there and I see myself dead again. Who knows?
No,
Did you see yourself dead down there?
No, I saw a chest actually.
a
A
chest.
chest?
The only problem is that the music that we've been hearing is so loud in there that it's like you're getting there's a thing Clarence told me about that's like a sound system. It's crazy, I know. That like
Stereo.
and it was very painful. I feel very hurt.
Yes,
So
same.
as
But like, don't do
as
that.
I have a
y'all are saying-
plan.
as y'all are saying that or talking, you'll notice that Merlin takes a couple of the leaves, presses them together. Kind of not how like Athanasius was doing, but kind of like in his own way. He kind of like tied together as like 3 leaves stacked on top, and he kind of like puts his feet in the water, and he plays a couple notes, and all of you can hear this at this point. The water in the oasis responds back with its own sound.
Hmm.
Oh, it's resonation.
After healing our party.
Hey, sweet. How much?
Okay, give me one second and see if I can do this really quick.
And give a share more, because I probably have more hit points than he does. I'm fine. I'm vibing.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I can actually do this. Very feeling up to this creatures. Okay. I'll do this a little later. Cast a prayer of healing. You both get 14, 15, 15, 16. I still have my rage modifier on. I'm angry at the both of you. I heal you, but I'm angry at the both of you.
Hey, in my defense,
No, that's 14. You just take the 2 off for the rage. I didn't have that. I didn't mean to have that. So you both gain 14 health.
Thank you, Athanasius.
Mm-hmm.
you know, I used to baptize people in the wilderness before I met you guys.
Cool.
would
used to
try
drown
manipulate the
myself.
water with shape water a little bit. See if I can get anything done.
I used
that
to
shape-
drown myself.
As you
to
try
feel
and cast
something.
shape water, it doesn't seem to work.
Can I freeze it at all or no?
No.
I
Sure. How
walk
deep
over.
was the chest?
How far did I sink when I saw the chest is at the bottom? How deep was it?
Roll an insight check. We're looking at maybe 35 feet deep.
Very, very deep. 35 feet.
That's more than my movement speed. Not worth it.
I walk over to Merlin.
Swim, it would be half your movement speed. Swimming is considered rough terrain.
Right. I walk over and see what he's doing because he's disturbing the water. I say, do you think if we use these leaves, we might be able to clear out the water or at least move it enough? What do you think?
That could be it. I mean, every time I play and the water responds, it's like it's. Say, have you ever been to one of those shows or one of those musical shows where the orchestra and the band seem to have a fight with each other musically?
Yes, we call that discord.
I think he means like a battle of the bands or a solo contest.
I'm thinking. No, not a solo contest. Between two unified bodies. I'm thinking that it would. I think if we play and then it responds, if we beat it or play a music that it likes, whatever's in there, it'll give it up to us. Or at least not kill us whenever we try and go in there.
I see. So do you think, let's see, what do you think? He points to the leaves that he still has in his hand. What if we use these to help play? Because I could craft these to make actual instruments.
Why are we trying to get a random chest at the bottom of a pond that tried to kill me and a share?
It's
Akita,
obviously worth a lot of money.
things in
I think the-
ponds are a well-documented way of determining leadership of countries.
I think the pond is just misunderstood.
I'm sitting this one out. I don't want to. I drowned once in my life. I'm not keen to do it again.
He walks over to Akita. Now Akita, you know how rarely I actually care about getting loot. But this really does interest me. Could you at least
Well, it's one thing to interest you, but I've been in magical water before, and it didn't end very well for me. So again, not keen. Have fun.
I pull out from my satchel that I left on shore. I pull out a crumpled up sheet of paper. I'm like, I had kind of been toying around with a musical arrangement.
Well then, I think we might have everything we need.
If you look at it, it's the sheet music for A Mighty Fortress Is Our God.
Oh yeah. Athanasius begins to grab some of the leaves, and then he takes a few minutes, I guess, over in the corner to craft leafy instruments. He crafts basically crafts a leafy clarinet, a trombone, a trumpet. And somewhere in the rack, you hear clangs. You hear the clang of banging metal for some reason, even though it's all leaves. And then he comes back with all of these instruments and lays them at the feet of the party. Well, if we want a music battle, we shall give it one.
Yes.
Yes, that majority to sound like Tim Bouchon. Yes! Athanasius goes and makes a leafy guitar.
I'm trying to picture what instrument would fit a share.
A harp.
A leafy electric guitar.
No, a bass guitar. Maybe, I
Yes.
don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, so you're gonna start playing?
Yee.
Athanasius takes up the trumpet, begins to play.
Now the question is: are we playing the classical version of A Mighty Fortress, or are we playing the Radio Free Geneva version?
We do not have the interludes.
Right, exactly.
Steve Tassie does not exist in this reality.
And I'm gonna be the one standing on top of my hands.
Oh, that's Bergen Canner.
Yep.
Akita, so you're not joining?
No. I'm gonna look around for any bugs or anything that might be on these trees.
Can we hand a leaf?
Guidance on Athanasius for this one?
Can we hand Akita a leafy
No, all
metronome?
of you are gonna. So, is Shin playing?
Yes.
Okay, I want you three to roll performance.
I'm casting Bless on Athanasius.
Okay.
Yeah, can we cast
Not
bless
bless,
on
guidance.
each other?
You can cast that on all of us.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's Guidance, not Bless.
Yeah, guidance.
How's that going to work?
What guidance does?
Jeremiah will get an extra D4 for his roll.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Because
Anybody cast
I
something
have
on
no
me?
skill. Durgan has no skill, and I'll cast guidance on the share,
Okay.
and so we begin. to
Cool.
play.
A 12. Oh wait.
Athanasius, roll performance.
I am.
And roll your D4 on top of it.
Yep.
I'd like to think maybe you crafted just a leafy harmonica, not harmonica, kazoo.
11.
As y'all play, it's not bad, but it's not good. It's okay, I guess. And as y'all play, the oasis, the body of water, responds back with an even greater tone and overture to overpower your instruments.
I think
And
it's time to
becomes
try out
very
version 2.
clear that maybe either you need to perform better or do something.
Version 2. I need a snazzy lute. A lute that has never been created by the luthiers.
I think perhaps you should switch to Live and Learn and use Thaumaturgy.
Yes.
I don't think even thaumaturgy could save my attempts to sing.
Then I'll sing. And you play the bass.
Everyone roll perception, not perception. Everyone roll performance.
Yeah, so I guess we played the more energetic version. Oh!
Dale,
Shit,
you have inspiration. You can use it now.
I'm
Come on,
going to
brother.
use it now. Can you feel time?
Here comes the lyric. What are you doing?
Ooh,
Here comes the lyric.
It's like he came back for more.
wow. You can hardly swallow.
So as y'all play, the oasis responds, but it responds weakly, as if what it gave you last time was kind of like it's petered out due to Shin's very amazing voice this time, like surely inspirational voice.
It's amazing performance issues happening to everyone.
Exactly. Now roll performance again with advantage.
Excellent.
So all of us, or just Shijin?
All of you.
Okay.
Add those D4s, gentlemen.
Oh yeah. R.
18.
We're now playing the Sonic
16.
Frontiers OST.
No, the only sheet music we have is for A
I'm
Mighty Fortress.
here! Also, elite, excellent game. Definitely
Absolutely
recommend.
excellent game.
Well, you pass this check, And
Yippee yo, buddy.
as y'all play it, the Oasis doesn't respond. I want all of you to make a dexterity saving throw,
Huh?
including Akita.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh
Y'all
no!
get to add 5 to your rolls. Y'all get to add 5 to your rolls.
Why?
Because I'm a paladin. Well, no, I'm sorry. You and Akita get to add 5 to your rolls based on our current configuration. Whoever's
Nice.
next to me gets to add 5 to their rolls.
I
And I'm
still
a
have
paladin.
guidance on, right?
So +5.
Please.
So I have a modified
Yeah,
20.
you just add a 5 to it,
19.
Jeremiah. We'll say we were next to each other.
So 13. That's still not very good.
19.
Athanasius, you get hit with a chest across your chest.
Huh?
And it brings you to the ground. The Oasis had spit up the chest and it landed right on Athanasius.
Oh.
I would like to go pick it up off of him. Are you okay?
Hold on, let me calculate the damage for Athanasius. real fast.
Boy, be calculating the damage.
Cher heads over.
You take 6 damage,
Yeah.
Athanasius.
He goes over.
Why is it always me?
Hey, you have a chest on your chest, friend.
I'm going to pick it up off of him and sort of say, are you all right?
'Tis but a flesh wound.
A flesh wound?
Interesting.
All right, I'm going to carry this chest over to this rock and plop it down. Is it locked?
It is.
I have a knife.
Wait.
What's
wait,
that?
do-
A
do-
knife! No! No!
Can I? Do I know that? Do I know if it would fail if I tried to druid craft something in there to just break open the mechanism?
I mean, I'll freeze water in the lock.
Yeah,
Like
I was
kind
gonna
of-
say we could probably freeze the lock and just break it.
Right. I mean, I could just take a piece of wood and craft a key.
Is it a wooden chest or is it
This is steel.
a steel chest?
Neat.
Don't use heat metal. Don't do it.
No,
Don't
yeah,
do it.
use heat metal. Melt it.
No!
Make it bendable.
I'll probably melt what's inside of the chest. Okay.
We don't know what's inside of it.
Hang on, Athanasius, give me a cup of water.
Okay. I
Alright,
cast
I'd like to-
water.
Fancy. All right, I'd like to put the water in the keyhole and cast, what's it called? The control
Isn't it shape
water and
water?
freeze it so it expands and ideally breaks this lock.
Okay, the lock snaps.
All right, I'd like to open the chest.
As
Well-
you look into the chest, you find
I could have done that as a
Okay.
cantrip, but okay.
12 pieces of platinum. Make sure someone's recording this, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, in total, you find 12 pieces of platinum, 16 pieces of gold, 30 pieces of silver, and 200 bronze pieces.
All right.
Okay.
Chest full of money.
Next, you're going to find a pristine condition ink pot and quill pen that has the name on the ink pot. It has the name Asmodeus Halifax on the
Hello,
pot.
what?
Asmodeus Halifax.
Peter, come here. I want to look at this.
And inside, you also find rolls of paper. As you take out and unroll these papers, one of the first title page is
Guys keep cutting.
I think that's just you.
Uh-oh.
What
What did it say, Dennis?
is happening?
You're cutting out. She's dead. All right.
Jeez.
We'll wait for her to get back because this is kind of
Yeah.
All right, while we're waiting, I'm gonna go
Jeez,
take
man.
them.
That's the most savage you've been all night.
She's dead, Jim.
She's dead. Oh well.
That's your mother.
What else is in my loot? Sir, because of your performance, you think you've become the lead singer of the band, and therefore you've gotten big-headed. I don't need this.
Jeremiah, these chicks don't even know the name of my band, okay? Let's be clear here.
Chicks, meaning plural?
What about chicken?
It's the song. You know this song. You're basically Bizarre. No, you're the Bizarre. Steven can be Proof. Akita can be.
Okay,
I don't
so
even know who
what
she be.
happened? Everything cut out after you said 200 bronze pieces.
You
okay.
got it.
After the 200 bronze pieces, he found a pristine condition quill and inkpot with the name Asmodeus Halifax on the
Interesting.
inkpot.
Bronze pieces? Yeah, and at that I called Akita over to look at it.
Okay. And then
Reaching
I go,
in, he Shin now pulls out a roll of paper that's been binded together. Collection Concerto 1 through 12. Maestro Asmodeus Halifax.
a Prince of Hell writes music.
Makes sense.
Fine.
I start
From
looking at the
Akita-
lyrics. Please
Akita?
allow me to introduce myself. I am a man of wealth and taste.
When I
Akita,
was a young boy.
My
Akita.
father.
please roll a history check with advantage.
East
You
Philadelphia,
got it.
born and raised.
His palms are sweaty,
Oh,
knees
sorry.
weak, arms are
Sorry.
heavy.
Not you, Shin.
What is this?
Akita.
Mother
Oh,
spaghetti?
You recognize the name Asmodeus Halifax
Yeah,
as
sure.
as a man who's widely regarded in the Tiefling community and in the Tiefling kingdom for his musical prowess. In fact, in most other nations on this continent, he is seen widely as the best musical mind to ever walk the face of Aesir. And this paper, the stack of paper that you just found, are said to be his missing pieces of music.
Would she know if he's still alive or is he like long dead?
This man is long dead.
Okay. Can I see those papers? Since Shin is like looking at them right now.
I mean, I'm not hiding them. Yeah, you can look at them.
So is it just like notes? There's no words.
It seems like as you flip through some of the concertos, they do have lyrical parts to them, but all of it is in
Infernal?
in Infernal.
Okay, 3 of us read Infernal. Let's go. Or does Shin know Abyssal?
I know both.
Okay.
Mm.
So you speak
Shut
So you speak Satan, huh?
And
Yes.
Abomination just sits in the back, crossing his arms, waiting
I can teach you Infernal.
like a
It's not
child.
hard. Infernal is easy as long as you remember you don't have to say half the consonants in the word.
The rolled R's get a little drowning on the back of the throat, though.
It's like, I'm a dragon. Nothing hurts my throat. I
Anyway,
literally spit acid.
so I mean Akita's not really like a music fan. I guess she knows the guy. Knows of him.
It's a little racist to just assume because of the name correlation that you know him.
No,
Do
he's
better.
he was a famous tiefling that wrote music.
Oh, Ah,
Maybe don't assume things, Asher.
I
better.
Do better. Pat pat.
okay. Cher gets canceled off of Twitter.
To Twitter with you.
Yeah, this was a composer that was really famous back in the day. I think my grandmother listened to him a lot before she went insane. But
Correlation not causation.
maybe, I don't know.
What kind of music is it? Are the sheets damp or are they dry?
I assume they're dry. They were in a steel chest.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty airtight.
Oh yeah, the thing was.
Yeah, she hands them to Asher to look at.
I skimmed through the music. What kind of genre and topics are we talking?
So we're talking something that's classical and also a bit of opera is in here as well.
Phantom of the Opera.
So it's mostly just staff and meter stuff.
Pretty much.
Phantom of the Opera.
But it's been put in a way that you've never seen it conducted before. It's like someone who is only using only very basic composition skills, and that's all he needed in order to create an absolute masterpiece. As you're going through the concertos, I want you to roll an insight check.
All of us? Or
Yes, if all of you are going through it, if you can read Infernal, roll an insight check.
Sorry, Jeremiah. I don't know anything about music.
Steven's the only one that passed. Steven, as you're reading through it, you notice that it's all a connected story. It's all something that's supposed to be cohesive and done together. And you start hearing the music in your head. And it's can only be described as beautiful.
I'm just picturing Across the Stars from episode 2.
As if you could ever hear this song or ever hear this piece ever played, one, you can already tell this is like 10 hours. So this would have to be done in parts. But if you could hear this entire thing played back to back, it would make every man, woman, child, everyone in the room cry at its beauty.
This is there was a time where I studied music. I have never seen a piece like this. To say it is moving is an understatement. To say it is a beautiful is to fall short. This composer if talent does exist, this man had it in spades.
Take those back.
Well, this could be an expression of the great Mathodorian's common grace.
I'm gonna fold the concerto back up and kind of just leaf it into my journal and put it in my bag.
Okay.
Athanasius stands over the chest. What shall we do with the rest of the supplies?
As you stand over, you notice that there seems to be a note left inside.
He takes the note.
Ooh.
Is it in Infernal?
Yes.
I
He passes it.
I shared this.
He shoves it unceremoniously to Akita. Take it.
What's it?
Sarah tries to look over her shoulder.
My main goal right now is to meet the Emperor in some agreeable fashion. I am absolutely determined he should get to know me. I would be so happy if I could whip through my opera for him, then play a fig or two, for that's what he likes. And if I play something he likes, Father, I may be able to finally return us from the destitution grandfather left us in all those years ago. I hope this is able to make it to the Emperor. It'd be such a shame if it didn't. This is possibly my best music I've ever written in my life. Every time I think of it, I cry at its grandness, at its beauty. If only you could hear it, Father, it would be amazing.
Wonder
Akita,
what this is doing buried.
as you start to remember about this individual, Asmodeus Halifax didn't live a very long life. He lived maybe he made like 40-ish years. He lived to be about 42 and passed away due to poor health. He was never rich. He lived almost in complete destitution, but was one of the best music performers ever to exist.
So he lived until the found the meaning of life and then died.
He found the Holy Grail.
Well, apparently not, because he died.
Then, okay. She's gonna, I guess, hand it to Shijin so he can read it, and then just kind of look to Athanasius and say, he wanted to find an emperor to play his music to.
Looks
Does
like
that ring
he finally found the secret chord. Now it just finds he needs to find a lord to play it to.
Since I read over her shoulder, does the idea of an emperor that he'd want to play to ring any bells for a share?
Ding, 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 ding.
Roll a history check.
Cool. Haha. 332 years and not wasted.
The title that's being used for emperor in Infernal is akin to the title that the ancient Euclideans used to refer to their leader as. It has its similarities, but of course it's different. But it seems as if this is speaking about Euclid, the first emperor of the Euclidean Empire.
Not a Keter.
This is the way that I communicate that.
I don't know what that means, but thanks.
So you see, a long, long time ago. Well, I guess it's a long story. This man is very, very old.
Well, he's dead now.
That much is
He
certain.
didn't live very long, actually.
Did he? You think he found what he was looking for, or?
Considering his things are in this steel chest that was thrown at the bottom of a lake, probably not. Oh, that might. Oh, okay.
Strange.
Can I start? I want to start putting dirt into the chest once they get everything. God.
I think we got
heard
the
you.
point.
Okay.
We heard you.
It was spotted, but dirt in chest.
Yeah, dirt in
Big
chest.
dirt in
Throws
chest.
it back into the pond. And that will
Wait,
be
I want to keep the chest. It's a nice
No.
chest.
Are you gonna carry
It's a dead-
it?
That's
It's
like a
pure steel.
I
Look,
have a horse.
It's a
Don't
dead man's
do that.
chest.
not anymore.
It's a
Not
dead man's.
anymore. What did you do to my horse?
Oh yeah,
It's a fine steed. I can resummon it.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the magical one.
It's the Shin.
Chest pushed.
I'm going to take the chest and put it on the back of my horse.
Shin,
That
Shin,
is
it's
So, the horse seems to be very much straining under the weight of the
Well, I dump out the
your
stupid dirt.
steel chest, even without the dirt.
We're keeping it.
Shin,
Steven,
it's a dead.
Dog, that's like 6 inches of steel.
Dennis.
Shin, it's a dead.
It's,
It's a dead man's chest. Why don't
No,
you just
it's
let
my
it go?
chest, and I'm very much alive.
it's enough to, if it's enough to do damage to me, that's not gonna, it's not, that horse is
Too
not
much
strong.
for a horse to carry. Leave it. What are you gonna put in it? You don't
Nah.
have
Don't worry
to-
about it, Akita.
He puts his hand on Shijin's shoulder. Now my friend.
Put Shijin's hand on the rim of the chest and close it.
No,
Do we want to
Um,
reenact Steven's dream? Because this is how we
that's gonna be
reenact
even
Steven's
worse.
dream.
That's gonna be even
Can
worse
I-
than what I intended. I said I put my hand on his shoulder. Shijin, there's more to life than just this chest.
But I'm
Or,
keeping the
rather,
chest anyway.
I know how you feel about chests, but this isn't what we need to do. And so he pushes the chest.
No, I've already got the chest tied to my horse.
No, we untie it, throw
No,
it
I
back
keep
into
it.
the
I-
water.
No, I'm keeping the chest.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
Anthony, Asher's gonna. Asher prods his staff at the water again. Does it sing anymore?
Come on. Do
Why do you not want me to
something.
have this chest, Athanasius? I understand Akita is just ornery and contentious, but you seem to be totally unreasonable right now.
It's a steel chest.
but-
It's heavy. We are
Athanasius, you could
in the
build magic
process-
armor out of this chest.
Then this is what I'll do. This is what I'll do.
If I let you.
I'll keep it.
No.
It's not your
How are you going to
chest.
carry it,
Okay, do
Athanasius?
y'all want to know how much this chest weighs?
Yes.
500 lbs.
Cool. I
My
shove
horse
it
can carry that.
into
No.
the
Wait,
water.
no. Hey guys, I have an idea. I can animate it and make it follow us.
What?
Yes.
Go on.
That's
I
creepy.
have animate objects.
That's
Oh
creepy.
god.
And this is a non-magical object.
Well, we don't know if it's non-magical.
Do you want to test that theory?
Is it a magical object?
Yes.
How's it
Well,
matter?
I'm
magical
keeping it definitely
object?
now. You found it's magic, Athanasius. I'm definitely keeping this chest.
How is it magic? Because it was airtight. That's just how steel works.
I'm keeping it, and that is the end of the discussion.
Shit. Okay, someone roll Arcana.
Okay.
– 15.
19.
Nice.
16. Okay, what's
I
up with the
skip.
chest?
My numbers are bigger than yours.
Steven, roll Arcana.
Okay.
Chest.
And I shall.
The
Oh,
share
God.
doesn't care enough.
I don't even care either.
Akita and Shin, you figure out that the steel chest is the thing that was causing the water to react the way it was. It seems as if there was a magical link between the chest and the water.
So if we bring this thing with us, it's just gonna cause issues. This is what you're
No, it will keep people safe from that water.
saying. It creates sound waves that
keeping the
harm
chest.
people.
We're
Why?
keeping
Can we?
Why?
Can't I?
the chest.
Can't I just melt it to scrap?
But I
Just
want
do
the
that.
chest, like this chest.
Cap, check. Cap, I sent you a message.
I'm keeping it,
Can't
and I'm
I
keeping
just?
my hands on it from now on.
Can't I just melt this thing into like 4 pieces so that we can? So that
Yeah,
we can actually
melt
make
it,
it into
please.
something
Listen, King
variable?
Solomon, it's mine.
It's actually not.
Oh,
We
how
all
is it not?
found it.
Okay, how about I give you all the gold and stuff in it?
I don't need money.
Well, you don't need this chest either.
Neither do you.
First of all, I'm the one who picked it up off Athanasius. He would have died under 500 pounds. if I hadn't,
Sir,
strength
sir,
pull in the
I
party
only
to
took
get rid of
6
it.
damage to that. That ain't nothing.
But you also didn't get
The
up.
Cher was the one who discovered it.
He is the
Asher,
one who
you realize
discovered
Asher's not standing with you guys?
So he does get
What? Well, wait, where is he?
Hey!
After a bit, you see him surface to take air and go back down just under the surface.
What are you doing?
See,
Stop!
water's safe because the chest isn't there. That's part of why we're taking it, but not really.
She's gonna go get a Cher out of water.
I'm going to start riding my horse with the chest away.
Fine.
Asher looks like he's just peacefully meditating.
She goes to get him.
I'm gonna put this in my notes right now. I have
Fine,
a chest. It's mine.
fine,
Nobody can take it.
Fine. Keep it. Keep
You
it.
better
Whatever.
record that thing being 500 pounds.
Have fun carrying that around
500
every
pounds of
town we go
swaggitude.
in.
Of
Have
raw
fun
steel
carrying that
and
around when supposed to be sneaking.
inherent appeal.
Athanasius just looks in absolute bewilderment
I'm
about
just
what
confused.
in the world just happened in the past 10 minutes.
Athanasius, could you fix the lock on this for me?
I'm
So
just
Cap-
Make me a key?
Cap, did you
Oh.
see my message?
I did.
Okay.
Don't
She's gonna go get a Cher.
I'm so
so
Why are you trying to take my chest, Athanasius?
Oh my god.
Meanwhile,
we'll talk about it
in the
later,
water,
Asher.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
talk about it later.
after a bit, Asher surfaces and gets to shore.
We'll talk about that after the session.
There we go.
Why
Moment
were
to
you in
try
the
to-
water again?
What?
Why were you in the water again?
It's trying to connect with Mathlodorian. Very hard with everyone arguing.
That makes sense.
Some of the most crucial parts of my experiences with Mathlodorian have been while I was in or around water. So.
If I can speak, this is coming from Merlin, who's been awkwardly quiet the entire time this has been going down.
What?
I think we should set up camp here. It's getting pretty late, and this seems to be a fresh source of water. So,
Oh, is everything still glowing?
yes.
Suppose it can't hurt us.
I mean, it's all music.
Well, it's not music anymore.
Waters were alive with the sound of music.
All right. Well, with that, as y'all set up camp and get ready for the evening, we're going to end the session here because we have hit just about 2 hours, a little under. And with that being said, hello to everyone. Have a good night. Peace be with y'all. Goodbye.
Bye.